It started with one member of our group, Jane, who her daughter was in Kenya doing mission work, and she missed her a lot. But then she went to visit there and saw a lot of orphans and a lot of poverty, and she thought, oh, that's such a big problem. What can I possibly do to help?
And I was just appalled at the poverty. There was over 1 million AIDS orphans in Kenya alone. Many of these kids just dragging around with no place to stay, sleeping in doorways. So I was so disturbed. And the next Sunday, we went to an African church, and the pastor was saying about the incredible poverty and there's no resources, but he said, everybody, I just want you to look at, what do you have in your hand? So I thought, aha, I have cloth in my hand. That's what I have. Back at home, I have a house full of fabric. I've been a quilter for more than 20 years. So I said, okay, God, today's the day you get all my cloth. So I went back home to Canada, and I thought to myself, I'm gonna make 60 quilts for AIDS orphans. So that's how it started. And now we have maybe 20, 25 ladies that we draw on. They come and go from all nationalities. They're not all from this church. Other churches, or no church at all. And we just all have a blast.
This is very uplifting. You feel like you're doing not only helping each other, working together, but you're also making something that can have a lasting impact on somebody else's life. So when we make a quilt, it's often for a specific person, for a specific need. And we just imagine wrapping that quilt around that person and that they would feel the love that we put into it. We found it was quite expensive to ship, so we came up with this great idea. We would each wear one. So we wrapped them around, tucked them around, and put a few ties in it and made them look like they were our coats. And so it was quite a sensation, because as we walked through the airport, people are looking at, who are these strange ladies? And so we had a chance to share our stories with them as well. It was awesome.
Getting involved with this group has been absolutely marvelous, because there's such a support for each other, and it can be spiritual support, physical support. You saw the exercises the group does, and we have a lot of fun. It's like Tai Chi, and we spend more time laughing than we do exercising, but boy, it's therapeutic for everybody.
I have a lot of woundedness in my life, and so this is a way for me to take all those little jaggy bits that people would throw out, and which they did throw in our direction, and make them into something nice. Because so many of us find that our lives are just like useless little bits of fabric, outdated, we don't fit in anywhere, etc., etc. And yet you just give me enough of those pieces and I can make something beautiful.
What gives people pleasure gives me pleasure. It doesn't necessarily have to be for me. In fact, I enjoy doing things more for other people than I do for myself. This has been one of the most wonderful experiences of my life, and I'm just so happy that I locked into this group, and I would recommend it to anybody at all. Anyone's welcome.